say, Roscoe?
Hey guys, welcome to Abby Talk on the Castaldo Sports Network. Sorry about the delay in videos, but we're here for you for the Thanksgiving video and
the rest of the Sunday picks.
And the rest of the Sunday, hopefully, if Jason isn't so Asian.
Anyway, we'd like to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving and enjoy the football games this week. First up, coming up in an hour, we got the Houston Texans visiting Detroit Lions. Interesting news, Jonathan Joseph will not be playing against the Lions. Ross, will this make an impact on the Texans this game?
No, it won't. The Lions have had an inability to close the games. The Texans almost got embarrassed with the Jaguars. I think they really have a chip on their shoulder. They have something to prove. And I think they will prove that they're still the best team in the NFL right now. And they will come out with a victory. I think they'll win by maybe a good 10 points. I think a 27-20 or a good 27 to like 17 final.
I second that. I mean, yeah, Jonathan Joseph's out. This makes this a lot easier for Calvin Johnson, who's on my fantasy team, by the way. Calvin Johnson will have a big day. However, Texans and their offense and the strong defense, it'll be too much to overcome. So definitely, I think the Texans win by 10. Abby?
Yes, I also agree with you guys. The Texans are going to win. I feel like it's going to be 27-14. I think the Texans defense has something to prove after last week. I think LaShore is not going to have a good game. I expect Andre Johnson to have another good game. So
next game,
big NFC East rivalry game, old school rivalry. The Washington Redskins versus the Dallas Cowboys. Ross, how do you feel about this one?
I think this is going to be a very good game. I think ultimately it will come down to 4 points in the Cowboys' favor. I think they will win 28-24 just because of the history. The Cowboys don't lose on Thanksgiving. I think RG3 is definitely going to make a lot of plays to keep the Redskins in it. But when it comes down to it, I think the Cowboys are playing with a certain amount of urgency after last week. I think they'll come out victorious in this one.
And if anybody doesn't know, the Cowboys are a game behind the Giants. I think after today, there will be a half game behind because I think they will win as well. Tony Romo is 5-0, if anybody didn't know. He is 5-0 on Thanksgiving Day games. He's been I know he's been shaky, but I feel like today he'll step up because this is a big game. Just as like he did in Week 1, this is a very big game for him. I think they will win this one by good 24-20 against the Redskins.
Yeah. I also agree with you guys. The Cowboys are going to win, but I do think RG3 will have a good game. I think it's going to come down to the last quarter, but I think Romo will step it up because he's usually good in November. And the Cowboys, of course, have a good history on Thanksgiving, and the score will be 24-21.
All right, then to the nightcap of Thanksgiving, AFC East rivalry. We got the New England Patriots, who are currently the 3 seed in the AFC, going against the Jets, who are trying to keep their season alive and hopefully try and get a shot at the 6th seed of the wild card. Ross, how do you feel about this one?
Being a Jet fan, it's been very tough this year, and I think it's going to get tougher after the loss tonight. I think the Patriots should win handily. I think the Jets will hang in, but I think ultimately it'll be a 10-point game. I think the Patriots win 30-20. I know that Gronkowski is out, but really, do they need him against the Jets, whose defense have been questionable? But still Tom Brady, still Bill Belichick we're dealing with, and this Jet team is injured everywhere. I mean, their best offensive weapon is Jeremy Curley. I mean, they did win last week, but it was against the Rams. I mean, really.
As a Jet fan too, I really want them to win. I think they can win, but I'm going to be safe and pick against them because I think Tom Brady, yes, Gronkowski's out. That's a big loss in the red zone, but they just have enough guys on offense, like with Welker and Julian Edelman and Aaron Hernandez, that they'll do enough to win. I think the Patriots win a close game, like 24-20 as well. Mark Sanchez and the Jets, like Chad Shillen's been a great number 2. Stephen Hill is killing us, but Chad Shillen's been pretty well. He'll get his receptions. He'll get their touchdowns. Jets will make it close, but in the end, I'll be safe and pick. I want the Jets to win, but I'll pick safe and we'll go with the Patriots on this one.
Yeah, I also agree with you guys. The Patriots, I mean, even though they lost squad, they still have Aaron Hernandez, Julian Edelman, Wes Welker, Brandon Lloyd. Who the Jets have? Chad Shillings. I mean, that's it. And I mean, the Patriots also have Steven Ridley, and the Jets have Sean Green. So with that in mind, I had the Patriots winning 31-20.
Okay, now let's get to our Sunday games. First one, we got Oakland coming to Cincinnati. The return of Carson Palmer. Ross, how do you feel this one?
The Raiders have been under a lot of disarray lately. Obviously, injury bug hasn't helped them, but their defense has just played poorly. You can see they're in a transition year with their new head coach. The Bengals, yes, they did lose 4 in a row a couple weeks ago, but after an impressive win over the Giants and a blowout over the Chiefs, I'm feeling confident they can continue this streak going. I think this team will win this game and maybe even ride this wave to the playoffs. So I picked the Bengals to win 31-24.
I definitely agree. I'm picking the Bengals in this one. The Raiders are definitely showing signs they can be a good team, but they need time to develop. They have a young defense trying to adjust to Dennis Allen. Carson Palmer, he's definitely done well since he came to Oakland, but like I said, too many injuries with McFadden being banged up, Mike Goodson being banged up. Along with that, and Andy Dalton's been very good. He's been very consistent. He's got good targets, Andrew Hawkins and AJ Green. I think the Bengals should take this one no problem.
Yeah, I also agree with you guys. The Bengals, I mean, Andy Dalton and AJ Green have a great connection. I mean, how many games does AJ Green have in a row with a touchdown? Like 9? And Mohamed Sanu, a wildcat man. I mean, he can throw the football and catch it. He's been better than Stephen Hill. So, and the Raiders have been erratic. So I'm going with the Bengals. 27-20.
The defense is making every quarterback look elite. Yeah, they did lose to Breeze, and they did lose, who was the week before? The Flacco. They made those two look elite. Obviously, Breeze is elite, but I think Dalton, he torched the Giants, he torched the Chiefs. I think he will torch the Raiders as well.
Yeah, and I mean, they also got momentum on the side. I think they're going to ride that. So.
Next game, we got a good one. Charlie Batch and the Pittsburgh Steelers will go into Cleveland, take on the Browns. Firstly, I'll start this one. This is definitely going to be a close game. The Browns, don't take them for granted. I mean, I know they're 2-8, but they play a lot tougher than their record says. But in the end, I think Pittsburgh will win this game. Their defense has been stepping up a lot. Without Polamalu, they've been playing great. It's a shock to me, but they are playing good. I think Charlie Batch will do enough with get the Steelers the victory. They're not gonna. It won't be a blowout, definitely not. It'll be close, but the Steelers will pull it out, definitely.
When it comes down to, I think which offense will make more plays. Yes, the Steelers and the Browns are both don't look too good going into this week. Obviously, the Browns could have won last week against the Cowboys, but a couple late flags and poor defense really cost them the victory. I think even though the Browns lost, they're a little bit more confident. I mean, the Steelers, yes, they have a great coach in Mike Tomlin. They have a lot of veteran leaders, but most of their veteran leaders are banged up. So you're really relying on these younger, no-name guys. Yes, so I look at Mike Tomlin. Can he get the fire out of this team? I mean, they did just lose to Baltimore, a game they could have had. I think they might come up a little flat. I think the dog pound is going to be raging. I think the Browns are hungry for a win. I think they win 23-20 just because Trent Richardson has a good game on the Steelers defense.
Yes, this is my upset pick of the week. I like the Browns. I mean, I feel like Charlie Batch will not be able to move the ball. I mean, Cleveland does have a decent defense, and Cleveland's been competitive every game. I feel like Brandon Weeden's going to have a decent game, and Trent's going to get over 100 yards. But I do think it'll be close. I'll be 16-13.
All right. Next game, we got the Buffalo Bills, who come off a good Thursday night win, beating the rivals Miami Dolphins, and they will go into Lucas Oil Stadium to take on Luck and the Colts. Ross, how do you feel?
Andrew Luck and the Colts got embarrassed last week. The Bills obviously coming off a very impressive win on Thursday Night Football. I did not see that one coming. But when it comes to it, it's really the tale of two teams. The Bills are 4-6, trying to be in a similar situation to the Jets, trying to ride a wave, take advantage of their soft schedule down the stretch to possibly get in the playoffs. Yet the Colts are a very good home team. I just don't see them losing after being embarrassed last week. I think Bruce Arias, the head coach, the interim head coach, is doing a very good job with his franchise.
One loss at home.
Their one loss at home was on the last play drive to Jacksonville, which is still really could kill this team in the long run. But I think they should be fine this week. I think Fitzpatrick turns the ball over quite a bit, and the Colts win handily.
I second it. I picked the Colts to win this one.
Yeah, me too. I like the Colts. I think Fitzpatrick is too erratic. I think Luck is going to rebound from his terrible game last week.
And now we got to go on. We got the Tennessee Titans coming off their off week. One guy explained a bye week doesn't mean that. Anyway, yeah, you got the Titans going to visit the Jaguars. The Titans had a bye week last week, but the last game very impressive, blowing out the Miami Dolphins at Sun Life Stadium. Jacksonville, on the other hand, lost a close game to the Houston Texans in overtime. High-scoring game. Ross, how do you feel?
This is my upset pick of the week. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are hungry for a win and determined not to get the number one pick in the draft this year. I think they're playing a lot more confident under Chad Henne. I think they will move the ball. The Titans' defense has been shaky at times. Yes, they're coming off the bye. I think this game is close, but I think when push comes in, the Jaguars will find a way to pull this one out. I think they'll squeeze every ounce of offense out of Chad Henne and Justin Blackmon. They will win 17-13 down the stretch.
I'm going to disagree with you. I think the Tennessee Titans are going to win. Chris Johnson is back to his old form, so I think fantasy owners are very happy to see that. Jake Locker, he had a very good week coming off that injury he had. And God forbid he get hurt again. You got Matt Hasselbeck, who has very good veteran experience. I think the Titans, the Titans are not a good team, but they're a good enough team where they can beat teams like Jacksonville, and they will. I think the Titans will win this game close, 17-13.
I like Jacksonville this one. I feel like Chad Henne's going to have another 300-yard passing game. I feel like he's going to hit his targets. Blackmon and Cecil Short's the third. And I feel like that running back, Parmalee, is going to have another good week. And I feel like Locker will be a little turnover prone this game. So I like Jacksonville.
Okay, that's part one of our videos. We'll post up a second one right after this one.
Thank you.